ago. This is Lori Shore. I like to think of her as our very own Mrs. Prindable, bringing these delicious treats. How are you?
So good to be here.
This is awesome.
Isn't it great?
It's 3 brand new flavors that you have not seen before this Christmas in July month.
Right.
One features white, one features milk, and one features dark chocolate. It's in 59182. We have 2 delivery dates. You can go for the week of November 12th or the week of December 3rd. And since this was designed for the holidays, there's no auto delivery on this particular assortment. But can you take us on a tour of these exceptional flavors?
Thank you so much. I just love that you get 24 individually wrapped chocolate caramel pretzel rods in 3 different flavors. I wanted to show it to you wrapped just so you can understand that they do come individually wrapped, but I might hold an unwrapped one next to it just so you get a better glance at what we're talking about. The first 8, okay. First step always is having a crunchy, salty pretzel rod, then dunking it in that same caramel that we're famous for on our gourmet caramel apples from Mrs. Prindables. Enrobe it in milk chocolate on those first 8, and then top it with Heath toffee. The next 8, because we go from all 3 kinds of yummy, yummy chocolate, the next 8 that you see right there, same thing, pretzel rod, the caramel we're famous for, in this case, white chocolate. And then do you see the red and green sequin little candy pieces on the very tip top? And then finally, 8 in dark chocolate, enrobed in that gorgeous, smooth, rich dark chocolate and topped with almonds. This was Sharon's idea, and I love it. So you can look at it as 24 individually wrapped gifts, or we took one of each flavor and just tied a ribbon around it. And can you imagine like the gourmet cluster or bundle that you get to give someone?
Look at that. If you
get
do
8
one of each of those flavors, you get to do this 8 times as a gift, and it breaks down to $4.95. So it's less than $5 for a gift that looks really nice and sizable.
Yeah.
And you get to give away 8 separate gifts, and they get to try all the flavors. So this is what I love. I want you to look at this really carefully as Lori pulls this apart. This happens every single time you either break one or you bite into it, and that's one of the reasons I think Mrs. Prindables has been so popular, is the consistency of the quality, regardless of whether it's pretzels or apples or treats.
You know, it's not that hard to figure out. It's very simple. You just start with really delicious, fresh, great ingredients, and that's what we do with these pretzel rods. We're going to make them just, fresh leading up to their shipment time, whatever shipment you pick. Keep in mind they'll stay fresh for months, at room temperature, so you can even pick the earlier ship date if you choose to, and that'll stay fresh, through Valentine's Day easily.
I gotta tell you,
it's so good.
Having the chocolate with the nuts on this one.
Yeah, that's the Heath toffee.
Or, pardon me, the Heath toffee. This is really, it's sweet. It's got a little bit of extra crispness to it. The milk chocolate itself is super, super creamy. And once again, this is not a special effect. I mean, look at this. This is what happens every single time. One of these is insanely satisfying.
Thank you for that description. And I was just thinking about this. It was 10 years ago in this building that I tried my very first chocolate covered pretzel.
Is that right?
Remember that little store that they'd sell candy right off the atrium? Just down the hallway?
I do.
Yeah, so that was the first time I tried a chocolate covered pretzel and thought there's no way that it can be improved. But when you come on here and take a look now at the dark chocolate one covered with those roasted almonds that are so delicious, as I break into that again, just adding the step, first of all, that gourmet, rich, sophisticated, intense dark chocolate. And then the step of that caramel that we make in small batches daily in copper pots at the Mrs. Prindables kitchen, plus that crunchy, salty pretzel rod, and it's just too delicious for words.
So a lot of folks think this is really delicious.
Good.
I want to let you know where we are with these, because we launched this for Christmas in July, this assortment this month, and over 4,000 have been spoken for
so much.
since we originally debuted this. If you want that November shipment, fewer than 800 remain. Only 1,800 remain in the December ship date. So I want to remind you of a couple of things. First of all, the caramel, this is what they do. This is what they do so incredibly well. I would even venture to say they do it the best. Look at this. Look at this. This is enrobing every single one of these pretzels. And also, if you want to just go for a delivery date in November, please rest assured that your pretzels will be good throughout Christmas if you're going to be seeing lots of people throughout.
Absolutely.
But many people do both delivery dates just so they have one for all the folks that they're seeing in November, and then in December, a separate one for teachers' gifts and other things like that.
I love that idea. That's a great idea. And I love, too, that we're going to show you in just a jiff, the different ways to enjoy it, because, I mean, whether you're going to use this as a gift topper with a gift card or a holiday greeting card, whether you're going to do it in a mug, whether you're You're going to enjoy this. If this is, Laura, and I reveal my secrets here on air, which I shouldn't do with my daughter probably watching right now, but if you're trying to convince your tween daughter to share what happened at school today, your only shot, I'm telling you, is a pretzel rod and milk or a pretzel rod on a sundae. At least if you're in my house, let me tell you. So now the secret's out.
Never hurt when it comes to finding out what happened in school. Okay.
And I totally got drinks for Sharon and I.
You did.
For me, it's all about either the coffee and well, for me, I'm a coffee or a milk gal. Those are, and I did whole milk. Can I tell you? I lived it up. Yeah, it's been years since I've tried whole milk. But this is
whole
about
milk actually tastes like coffee creamer when you go back to it. It's like amazing.
It's decadent.
It's so thick.
The ultimate coffee break, the ultimate cookies and milk break with your kids, if you want to think about that way, but just enjoy it in the way that customizes to your preferences.
You know what? The dark chocolate
So
is
good.
rich and it's decadent. And it's sweet enough. It's definitely not bitter, but not as sweet as the milk. But then you want the sweetest of the sweet. You go up to the white.
To the white. Let me pull up one of these white ones because I don't think we've taken a look at it again. But again, we start with that crunchy, salty pretzel rod, fresh and delicious. Then we dunk it in our Mrs. Prindables gourmet, made from scratch caramel that we're so proud of, that, you know, it's kind of made us legendary when it comes to gourmet caramel apples. Enrobe it in the chocolate, 3 different kinds of chocolate. This is one of the flavors you get, the white chocolate, and then topped in the red and green sequins. Keep in mind, this is the only one that overtly looks Christmassy. So you can keep it to 8 gifts for Christmas and then use the other things along with birthday cards or however else you want to enjoy it.
You know what? I love it. The fact that they're individually wrapped and how long is the shelf life on these wraps?
Months. I would say up to 4 months, so easily through Valentine's Day.
So I just want to show you again this bundle of 3 where you're getting 1 in the milk chocolate, 1 in the dark, 1 in the white. This is a nice sizable little bundle. It's less than $5. You add your own bow. It's less than $5 to give this gift. You get to give this gift 8 separate times. And if you're just giving away a single pretzel rod, it's only $1.65 each to add into little mugs for people at holiday time, along with some other treats that are individually wrapped. This, I would say, would be quite lovely with something that we have coming up concerning peppermint bark from Sacks and Chocolates, if you'd like to stay with us.
Yeah, I love it. So again, those 24 individually wrapped pretzel rods, this is the way I always make sure I keep some for myself, because this is my middle of house cleaning pick-me-up when I just think I cannot do another bathroom.
The secret stash.
I just can't.
I have a really significant secret stash.
Do you really?
Oh yeah. And it changes. Actually change where it is in the house, so no one is ever
no one
going
will
to be
track
able to
it
find
down.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
And by the way, we have fewer than 500 now remaining in that November ship date. Fewer than 900 in that December ship date. So remember, your Christmas and July sale prices will be expiring at the end of the day, because I know it's August, but we extended Christmas and July by 1 day this year. Don't let this opportunity zip away, because it was really designed for Christmas and July. So grab it. Your shipping is already free. $39 and change. Lori, we adore you. Thank you so much.
See ya.
Chocolate for everyone. And still to come, in about 10 minutes, juniors will be here with their set of